Hi everyone. So as per my practicing journey, this is another video, and I always actually say one thing, and probably not, I'm not sure, but I need to actually clarify one thing, that is I am actually making this kind of videos for my practicing only. All right, this is the only reason of actually making my videos, because whenever I actually create videos, so it actually helped me to be consistent, because I realized many times that whenever I am actually taking any kind of initiatives, and I become irregular, okay, and it's like by fits and starts I actually go through any kind of things. So from coming from that very problem, so I am actually committed so much to me at the same time, and whenever I am actually thinking or providing a signal in my mind that okay, I need to actually make videos and I need to actually upload that, and it actually helps me to be consistent. For that reason I actually make this kind of videos. And another question that may be actually asked, that is, so what's the point of actually watching your videos? So I am actually clarifying the topics here, is I am not actually telling anyone to actually go through my videos, okay, because I actually in fact do not want to waste your valuable time, okay. Just you can actually watch a bit, and you can actually to become motivated by yourself at the same time. Yes, I know that I make mistakes, and I made mistakes, and I may probably make mistakes, but I actually don't care, because the most important thing of actually conveying the language is if I can actually proceed, if I can actually convey my message, my ideas to others, that is called communication, okay. So yes, so that's what I am actually trying to do, okay. And as per my journey, yes, I can assure you that by looking this kind of videos, you can actually get a bit motivation, that okay, or inspiration, that okay, so he is actually making videos, and since he is being able to actually do that, so why not I? So that kind of things may be motivating you. So yeah, rest of the decisions is totally up to you, and if you'd like to actually watch, you can, otherwise no need to actually watch my videos, okay. So that's what I actually wanted to say, and I in fact emphasized that many times, and because just think about our time is priceless, okay. So I don't want you to actually waste your valuable time by only watching my videos, okay. What you can actually take from that kind of videos, that is, you can actually take the motivation. That's what I actually would like to say. All right, anyway, so I actually talked almost 3.5 minutes. Now let's back to our practice session, that means my practice session. All right, so now I am actually going to cover the topic, that is, okay, let me actually find out that, okay, the first cue card that I am actually going to answer is, talk about a painting you would like to have in your home. You should say, what is it? Okay. How you know about it, all right? And how much it would cost you, and explain why you want to have it in your home. All right. So I'm actually going to answer this. Okay. Well, so if I would like to actually say about the paintings, so yes, and when I was child, I was not actually too much, too much passionate about keeping any kind of paintings in my room, especially in my home as well. So when it comes to my university, whenever I actually got to the university, on that very moment, I started actually noticing something different, and the idea that I actually had in my previous year, so I actually tried a lot to actually just expand my knowledge in horizontally. Okay, so for that reason I actually went through many things, and among them the most captivating thing that actually I found is the painting. Once I, along with some of my friends, actually visited a museum, not museum, it's like exhibition, photo exhibition. So over there we actually aren't there, and we actually watched lots of pictures. So among them, so I and if I would like to actually say honestly, I was not actually a big fan of that, because the pictures which they actually exhibited, so it's like too much old, and the pictures that they actually mentioned over there, it's too much like general, right? So it was not that much captivating as I supposed to do. But in terms of just coming from there, leaving from there, all of a sudden I actually noticed one of the pictures, and the picture is it's literally captivating, because I saw that, and this is in fact the real picture, and the picture is all about a bird, and with his kids. Okay, so he was actually feeding the birds. That means the her children. Okay, so what I actually experienced is, and there was probably few foods over there, and the children are so many, and I am sure that the mother of the birds actually didn't have anything, and she was actually just offering that food, and distributing or allocating all of the foods to her children. And it was actually showed by, I actually forgot the name of the photographer, but literally, so, and he also mentioned that, and for taking this very picture, and he had to actually wait around 7 hours. Okay, and because he actually got so many opportunities, and the picture that he actually thought he couldn't actually capture in that way. For that reason, it took too much time. Anyway, so yes, he actually took that picture, and it's literally captivated my eyes, and because it actually reminds me that how our parents are actually doing all the things for us, and at times we can't actually even imagine, because uh, right now they are not being able to actually do, because we can actually do on our own, right? So for that reason, yes, they actually do not say anything as well, but when we are a child, yes, it actually reminds me about my childhood, at the same time the sacrifice of the parent as well. For that reason, I actually like that very picture. And yes, and I actually asked for the price, and the photographer actually said that he will not be able to actually sell, and that means the price which I actually said him. And unfortunately I actually couldn't purchase that, because the price was too much, like hands, arms, and legs, okay, amount. So yes, and it was a bit frustrating for me, however. So but I actually took the permission of taking picture, and he actually allowed me to actually capture that very picture. And because it is absolutely restricted for for everyone, so when he actually noticed that I have literally a good intention to actually purchase that as well, but because of not having the proper negotiation, I actually couldn't buy. But he actually said me that okay, no problem, in future he may actually contact me. All right, so that was about it. And I I would like to actually have that because I will actually make this picture in a large scale, and I will hang up these things in my room. Okay, because whenever I am actually feeling upset, or if I am actually feeling down, so whenever I will actually look at that, means it will actually automatically remind me that the parents actually did so many things for me, and if I actually don't do anything for them, so what's the point of actually living a life, something like that. It actually motivates me to actually work harder and to actually work more as well. So not only that, so it also may it also may impact positively in most of the people's mind as well. For that reason, I really chose that. And in fact, if I wish I had more money on that very particular moment, I could have actually purchased that very specific image or picture. However, but I had the picture, and I actually set this picture on my computer screen at the same time on my TV as well. So that's it about it for the time being. All right, now let's move on our next topic. Okay. All right. So the topic is a time when someone apologized to you. Okay. Describe a time when someone apologized to you, and you should say when this happened, okay, and what you are doing, okay, who apologized to you, okay. All right, and explain why they apologized to you. Okay, so the first thing I need to actually go for that as well. Okay, wait, let me just. Okay, alright. Well, if I'd like to actually say that the person who actually apologized from me, so I would have to actually say without thinking twice, my friend. And in fact, we actually planned to go uh, a spot. So sadly, and he actually said that he will actually come with me because I actually purchased another ticket for him as well, and one is for me and another thing is for him. All right, so we actually decided that we actually literally made a road plan. That means we will do this and afterwards that and then that, okay, something like that. Okay, and I asked him many times that will you be able to actually attend or not, and he actually confirmed me that yes, he is actually going to me. So for that reason, as per our plan, we actually made a time, and I said that okay, I will actually go there and I will call you back, and then we will just meet, and then we'll actually start our or commencing our journey. And okay, we actually finalized everything. Okay, but when it comes to that very day, and I was and it actually happened last year. Okay, so yes, I actually went to the station, and I actually was waiting for him, and in fact I told him that okay, I will actually go there, that means we will actually go there before 1 hour, so that we can actually just do a bit hangout, and we can actually just walk or see the station as well. Okay, so that was our plan. Okay, so yes, as per my plan, I actually went there, and he didn't come on that very time. Already it's like the train is actually set to go, and it's almost 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes remaining, and he actually said that he will not be able to actually go, and literally I literally hit the roof. Okay, because I actually purchased the tickets, number one, and I already called him many times, and he actually didn't say anything. And I literally, it drives me, my blood boil. Okay, so yes, and I literally didn't call him back, and didn't say anything. Okay, so I actually started my journey on my own. That means alone, solo journey. Okay, so however, I also enjoyed by myself. So if he could actually join there, so it would be very interesting, I think. Anyway, so okay, and I actually did all of the journey, and after 2 days, I actually came back, and all of a sudden, actually, I noticed that he came to my home when he actually heard that I have actually come from my journey, and he literally came to my home, and I didn't actually talk to him on that very moment, because it literally hurted me a lot, or torment. Okay, he actually tormented me. Okay, and for that reason I actually didn't talk, and my mom and my dad actually said that you are actually friend, both of you are actually friend. It actually happens sometimes. Okay, so you should not actually do any kind of, you should actually fall out, you should actually make up all of those things. So yes, because of their request, and he actually apologized me, and he said he will never ever do the same mistake again, and literally he actually said that okay, and from now on, wherever I am actually going, he will always be with me, something like that he actually said. And yes, on the very moment, he actually apologized for that very incident, and I apologized to him as well. So yes, and in fact, I realized that he I have never ever seen that he actually did this kind of mistakes again, because and he always make sure me that will he be able to actually go or not, and always feel me always fill me updated. Okay, so yes, I am, from that very moment I am actually happy, no, and yes, that's what about it for the time being. Thank you. All right, now let's move on our next topic, which is related to books. Okay, all right. Talk about a book you are reading now and have read or recently. You should say how and why you got it. All right, how long it took you to read it. Okay, how long you have been reading it. Okay, and what kind of books it is, and say if you would like to read something else similar or not, and why. Okay, although 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 I am not actually good reader, or I am not actually too much what should I actually say, I am not actually big fan of reading, by the way, any kind of books, and probably I am the only one who actually didn't read many books apart from the academic books. Okay, because I actually don't have any kind of idea regardless my academic books. Okay, however, so one of my friends actually used to read the books, and which is most of the time I encountered that he is actually reading outside of academic book. Okay, and what I actually realized is, and his thought process and the way he actually speaks and the way he actually thinks, there are changes I actually notice, and which is also noticeable as well. So yes, and I, in fact, I, the way he actually speaks, I really love to actually speak in that way. One day I asked, by the by, I actually asked that how, okay, let me tell you a secret before I forget. That is, I actually even don't know about the reading habit of my friend that he actually has. So yes, And then I actually asked him that and how have you actually developed your speaking skills, the way you actually say, the way you actually speak, that's literally melodious. And in fact, I am also thinking of speaking like you. So he actually said that, okay, first of all, you need to actually read a lot. I said, yes, okay, so what? So I actually, yeah, I at times read my books, okay, physics, chemistry, math, biology, something like that. Right. So he said, no, you need to actually choose the category of the books, okay? And I said, category? What types of category? And he actually made me understand everything. If you would like to actually go for business or something, you can actually choose that. Business related, history related, and psychology related. There are lots of books, and he actually clarified all of those things. And in fact, he actually gave me a book as gift, and I am really happy for that. And it was related to motivation, and this is like the power of subconscious mind, okay? Yes, and that was the book I actually found from my friend, and I started reading that book last month. And I, because of not actually having the proper consistency, and I actually couldn't finish that. And but as long as I actually read, it literally changed my mind, the way I actually thought, the way I actually used to think. So the pattern, I already changed all of the things due to this book. Yes, I am so grateful for my friend, because of actually providing this such a wonderful book. And he also mentioned that as soon as, if the book is actually uh, finished, if you actually complete reading this book, please feel free to actually ask me. I will provide you another. Okay, so he actually said that as well. So yes, I am still on progress, and I'm sure that it may actually take probably 3 to 4 days, and the book will be over. Anyway, so I really like that, because the scientific method that they actually discussed in the book, literally literally praiseworthy, because I was actually reading, and I was actually memorizing, I was learning so many things, and which is not actually in a scientific way. And there are lots of things, and for the very first time, I actually have heard the technique of the mnemonic. Okay, that means if I would like to actually memorize anything with the help of some funny or serious, or anything, okay, relating with this kind of concept, how can we actually memorize the words or anything? So I actually have learned for the very first time from that very book. And the power of subconscious mind means what I am actually thinking, and it will ultimately be. Okay, so yes, I actually used to think that, yes, I am not actually good at this, and in fact, and I am not actually good enough of that very particular subject or something like that. But it actually proves that whenever I am actually providing or delivering this kind of negative signal in my mind, and it actually started believing, sorry, it started believing. Okay, so resulting into, we actually act like this, and we at the end of the day become like that. Okay, so our brain actually just think like that way. No, that means we are like that. Okay, no matter is it actually real thing or fake thing, our brain cannot actually distinguish the fake thing and the real thing. For that reason, we always need to actually be positive. Okay, whatever signal we are actually providing, at the end of the day, we will actually get or that kind of resonance will actually create in our mind. Okay, for that reason, so the book is all depends on the mind, and I really love that book. And in fact, I am actually thinking of recommending this book to my well wishers as well. If anyone actually look for any kind of books, I would definitely highlight that very books as well. And it's literally a real gem, I need to actually say, that's for sure. All right, that was about it. Okay, and you would like to read something else similar or not? Okay, all right. So yes, I would definitely love to actually read that kind of mind related books, because at the end of the day, what I actually realize is our mind is everything. Those who have the proper balance of their mind, they are literally, they are going to be someone who are like unbeatable, trust me, unbeatable. They will behave like that. Yes, I am actually thinking of starting another book as well, which is which I already selected. The name of this book is mm, oh, The Power of Mind, probably. And it is in my language, in Bangla language. Okay, all right. So yeah, I need to actually go through this as well. All right, now let's move on another topic, which is to talk about a book you have never read but you would like to read. Okay, you should mention how well known it is, and why you'd like to read it, why you have never read it before, and say how you think that will compare to other books you have read. All right, so as I told, okay, all right, so if I would like to actually say that about my reading books, yes, there is no doubt that I am the only one who is not actually familiar with reading so much, because I don't actually love to read anyway. So when I actually started reading, when I actually got the real motivation or real gist from the books, when I actually experienced, and I would like to actually put the all credits to my one of my friends. Because of him, I actually started my journey of actually reading. So yes, I actually read most of the time psychology related books, and among them I actually read quite a few books. But the books that I am actually thinking of reading, and in fact I actually thought of reading this book many times because of the page, because of not having so much time, so I actually couldn't read that. So the book is The Influence. Okay, and which is related to psychology. At the same time, it is actually related to marketing and sales as well. Okay, so if I would like to actually sell something, I need to actually understand the psychology, and this is the only book I actually found which is the best in the business world. Okay, so for that reason, I am actually highly going for that. Already I purchased that, and I actually didn't get any chance to start that. Yes, since I am actually talking about it, yes, I will start that very book reading from three from not from within 3 to 5 days. I am actually going to, or I am actually about to actually read that very books. Okay, and it is actually well known not only in my country, all over the world. The demand and the popularity of that very book is huge. Okay, and for that reason, it actually attracted me a lot to purchase that very book as well. And I would like to actually read that books, because I once I will complete the book, I will be able to actually know lots of techniques, and which I will be able to apply in my real life world as well. So for that reason, I'm so excited, and it actually motivates me at the end of the day. All right, so I have never ever actually read that book because I didn't get that kind of time, and at the same time I didn't have any plan as well. And in fact, and one of the most crucial thing is I actually didn't get any kind of information regarding this book. Okay, so for that reason, I actually didn't get any time to go through this book before. Oh. Okay. All right. So if I'd like to compare, so I think this is going to be the one of the most most favorite book of mine. Okay, because when I actually at the time of actually purchasing this book, when I actually went through the contents and I actually read the first page, and it's literally captivated my eyes as well. Okay, it's like eye catchy. I'm not actually telling you about the design. I am actually telling you about the quality. That means the information that they actually mentioned in the book. Okay, and I would like to actually salute the author as well for actually creating this book, such a wonderful and treasure. Okay, treasure trove, like something like that. Anyway, all right, so that's what about it. And now let's move on our next topic, which is related to talk about a book or novel you recently read. Please tell me who wrote this, what is what what it is about, and okay, and explain if you enjoyed reading it, and why do you think you will read the book again or not. Okay. Okay, so if I like to actually say the name of the book that I actually read recently, so it is like general knowledge books, and I actually started reading these books, and the writer is probably Gaji. I'm not sure, but I actually forgot. Okay, my bad. Okay, my mistake. Anyway, so he was the writer, and this book is related to general knowledge. Yes, I actually learned many many general knowledge, and in fact, I actually didn't get the proper holistic information in anywhere. Okay, so for that reason, I actually chose that, and not only that, if I actually go through this book, I will be able to learn lots of things as well. That's what I actually had in my mind. Okay, so I actually enjoy reading these very general knowledge related book because, and one more thing I would like to actually say is, so in fact I love to actually read the international related things like organization and everything, not national. Okay, so for the reason it actually motivates me because it actually helps me a lot as well to talk to the people, talk to the foreigners. Okay, whenever I am actually going to talk to them, and if I can actually mention some of the things from the general knowledge, and they literally become shocked. At the same time, they literally become so happy because I am a non-native, but I am actually familiar with that kind of things. They treat me in a different way. Okay, so for that reason I actually chose that. Okay, and in fact it actually motivates me a lot as well. Okay, uh okay, so I we'll read the book again and again because there are lots of information and I need to actually retain some of the information from there. At times I can't and at times I can because of um, because of not forgetting the knowledge that I actually acquired. I need to actually go through the books again and again. All right. Okay. Now let's move on our next topic, which is related to building. Okay, describe a building that you particularly like. You should say where the building is, what it looks like, and what you can do there. Explain why you like this building. Well, I have seen few buildings in my life, that means in my region. Okay, so among them, so I used to actually notice some of the buildings and some of the okay, architectural buildings. Okay, and what I was talking, I literally forgot. uh okay. All right, let me actually start from the very beginning. Okay, a building, describe a building you particularly like, and you should say and why. Okay, well, there are lots of buildings in my country, but most of the times what I actually encounter is the design, the items, the pattern is almost same in each and every houses, right? So I was actually thinking that what can I actually do and for making my dream home. So I was actually just trying to explore many things, and all of a sudden, and when I actually went to the town, and in fact it was my job interview, and when I actually, for that reason, I actually got the chance to actually get into that. So I went there, and whenever I actually saw for the very first time, I noticed that probably it's it's not in my own country. Okay, so that kind of feeling I actually felt initially, and when it comes to actually confirmation. Okay, sorry. Okay, so for the very first time, I actually became astonished or startled because I have never ever actually seen such a modern building that actually exists in my own district. So I actually just have a look of the entire building, and it was literally amazing and magnificent that I will not be able to actually make you understand. Okay, so it is actually located in the main city of my district, and it looks like rectangular, and not only that, and there are many what I was telling, I forgot. I don't have any kind of concentration right now. Okay. So for that reason, I'm not being able to actually say with the proper consistency that I actually had before. Okay, so what you can do there? Okay, so I can actually do lots of things over here, and probably you're actually familiar with that. Okay, the last question is why you like this building. In one words, I actually become the one of the I'm not sure what I'm actually saying. Okay, I apologize for that as well, because I'm not being able to actually sitting with the part. Okay, so I actually said many things. Why you like this building? Okay, so I actually like that film because of the environment, the way they actually created everything and system, and overall I really love that. Okay, and that was the only reason of actually uh, showing up where. Okay, so that's what about it for the time being, and I am going to actually conclude the video here, and because I feel dizziness, okay, I am actually snoozing, right? Okay, all right, so I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.